everybody. Welcome to my kitchen sink. Actually, we're going to do a repot today. On my Cattleya jenmanii, which I've had in semi-hydro since I got it. It had to be like 2017, I want to say. So it's, yeah, I mean, as you can tell, it's definitely outgrown this pot. A lot of old dried up pseudobulbs, I guess, towards the back of the plant, which you can get rid of. And then all the new stuff is like hanging off the side here. New roots, which are like kind of dying because they're just stuck in the middle of the air and drying out. So I'd say this is in desperate need of a repot. Excuse that hum in the background. It's my extractor over my stove. I don't think it should be that bothersome. All right, let's get started with this because, yeah. Okay. So yeah, this Cattleya jenmanii flowers for me once a year. Yeah, once a year, but never fails. And each year it has one more flower than the year before. It's definitely a healthy, vigorous plant, but it's not doing so well because of all the dried up and whatever. Okay, so let's get started. I'm just gonna dump this out. All right. Oop, I'm gonna mess the knot. Roots. There we go. Oh, you can't see the names completely covered. Here we go, Cattleya jenmanii. Really nice, beautiful bunch of pink blooms and very fragrant too. Not the first, when it first opens, but like 2 or 3 days later, it's just pungent, like it's unmistakable. Very floral, very perfumey, kind of typical flower smell. See, we got some dead roots under here, but for the most part, not bad. The plus of using semi-hydro method, you don't have to get the rotting media. So, I mean, this would have been in bark for 4 years. I mean, yeah, it would look a lot worse than it does now. So I'm not even gonna bother taking out all the rocks. I just want to get, all the hydrogen pellets. Just want to get the ones that are stuck to like dead roots, so I can get in here and give us a good cleaning, but without damaging healthy roots. Let's see here. All right, see towards the front here, all the new ones. Let's go back over here. So how's everyone doing with the quarantine and lockdown and all that? Hopefully it should be letting up soon. I think tomorrow is going to be like the first day we're actually allowed to be out on the street for like about an hour, I think. Here it's been like, I mean, I'm sure it's been pretty bad back in New York, but I mean, here literally, like you really couldn't even go beyond the street. Like the cops would stop you. The lowest fine you would get was 600 euros is the lowest. Goes all the way up to I think 20,000 if you're like nasty with a cop or something like that. If you like get aggressive with a police officer, that'd be 21,000, which is just insane. But yeah, so it's pretty much been like, it's weird. This whole like curfew, and I mean, just walking to the deli, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like, I'm like looking over my shoulder constantly when I'm on the strip. Because I go out anyway, like just to the supermarket and stuff. But, I'll take like the long route to the supermarket just so I get a little... I mean, I have my terrace so I can get air. It's not that. I have to consider myself lucky in that sense. That, there were people that are stuck in their apartments with no terrace, no balcony. I mean, you need fresh air. You need some light, and the social interaction is what I miss the most. It's like physical contact with people. Like I just miss getting a hug. I miss kissing people hello. I don't know, it's just like all the stuff that you just took for granted, and now it just feels like it's never really going to be the same. But we'll see. Gotta stay positive. Could be worse. I mean, if this was really like an apocalypse or like whatever, we wouldn't have the luxury of still having supermarkets to go to and the pharmacy and whatever. Like this was kind of like a dry run for like the real thing. I mean, this is pretty real, but I'm saying if it were really, really like something like it could have been a lot worse, and then it could have been a lot worse. So imagine like no stores and no food supply and no toilet paper. There's a fucking toilet paper. I still don't get what the whole madness was over the toilet paper. I mean, that was just I don't know. Bobby says hello. It's been a while. As soon as I said, hey everybody, she like piped up and like ran over to the end. I think she still knows I'm starting a video, but okay, almost done here. Let's see. I don't mind the little green moss. It's not like, you know, invasive and like, you know, completely suffocating or doing anything like that to the plant. So, and I think it looks nice, a little green. All right. I think I'm gonna take, probably cut the rhizome, but wait, we have two growths coming over here. Which is the oldest ones? Back here, they're kind of dried up and shriveled. Okay, let's cut these first. Oh wait. My lightsaber. Effectively sterilize. So just alcohol alone, I mean, I'm sure it does, but I always feel like the flame really. This reminds me of like when you were little again and got a splinter. When we used to heat up the needle, and it would turn like black, and before you would take out a splinter, and you'd just be like, "What the hell? Why?" But yeah, okay, that should be good. Plus, the good thing about them being hot is that when you make a cut, it cauterizes it at the same time. Well, not when I cut the plastic ties, it's going to melt the mud. Okay. If there are new roots in here, I don't want to cut this off. I'm going to cut off with like dry, shriveled, and like not pertinent for the plant survival. I think these two right here. This one, at least this one. I'm sure this one right here. Let's see. There's one. This one can go two. Two. Okay. Oh wow, this is two separate. Ah, cute. All right, so there's one. Then, let's see, this is still healthy. There's some I'm gonna leave on. These are okay, although this last one isn't really necessary. I need the space in the pot. This one too. Fuck it. It's not dead, but you know, it's just don't need it. Okay, cool. I wasn't planning on getting two out of this. See all these new roots that were coming out. Look, we got another growth coming out here. New growth right at the front. But all these new, see, well, they're branching off at least, these roots. Because they died, the ends like turn black. And because they would just hang off the side of the pot and they get like, you know, the ends just burn and they dry up, but they're starting to branch. See, I'm not going to cut this or anything. See, they branch off. Here, here. Here's a new one, and there's a new growth right there, so I'm not going to touch that. Getting new, see over here, there's new roots coming out, so I'm feeling it might put out another one here. Let's see. Yeah, there's an eye right here that could possibly develop, so great. We'll have them coming up from both ends. What's the other piece? This right here, see, this is viable because it's got 4 sugar bolts. And look what we have here, another eye opening. So, okay. I was back in New York in the end of February, beginning of March. When I left here, the last week of February, they were the first cases in Catalonia of the COVID-19. And I got to New York, and you know, I don't want to get into politics or whatever, but you know, he really dropped the ball on this one. I remember watching his press conference. He's like, oh yeah, you know, just go about your daily business. It's just like regular, you know, a little flu virus. You might feel like you get a cold, a little worse than a, you know, like a bad cold, but you know, we have it under control, la la la. Yeah. See what that got you. I'm backpedaling or whatever. Oh, trying not to think about him. As long as I'm not living there, I don't really, but still, he's, oh, fucking mess. But no, it's not about politics. But yeah. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to repot both of these. Obviously, I'll put this one in a separate pot because this would be a good size for the one I had before. Fit right perfectly in here. Okay, but I'm gonna rinse off this hydrogen. Wait, let me first get some hydrogen peroxide. Oh, this will probably kill the moss now, but whatever. Let's look here. Well, you probably gave me a sizzling, but I can't. Now. You don't need to sterilize them or boil them or anything like that. It's going back to the same plant, same pot. There were no prior, you know, problems, no infection, no anything, so I'm not worried. Not bothered. Oh, has anybody heard from Rick? I wonder how he's doing. God, it's been a while. I hope he's okay. He's such a nice guy. I haven't seen any videos from him. I really hope he's okay. Okay. Let's see, I'm gonna set this probably about there, right pushed up against the back of the pot. That should be good. So there's enough room in the front for some new growths to come in. With the Cattleyas that I have in semi-hydro, I noticed that they do much better with the large pellets, for me at least. Just because there's a lot more air to the roots, they're allowed to dry out between waterings, but these don't dry out completely, but it's enough of a wet-dry cycle for it to work. And they appreciate the extra air to the root zone. I don't want to bury the rhizome either. Looks good. There's the new line coming in right there. It's got plenty of room to grow into the pot. And good. This other one, I'm gonna have to deal with that afterwards because I really wasn't planning on getting two and having to pot another one. So I gotta find an appropriate container for it and get the pellets and all that stuff ready. But yeah, this was the second one, which I think will do just fine. Like I said, it's got the eye of the tiger. I didn't see an eye. So cool. What I am gonna do is hold off on watering it, just because, you know, that takes the roots and roots off, and just to let them kind of heal over, dry, scab over, whatever, and before I wet it again, to avoid any possible infection or rot. So I'll leave it like maybe like 2 or 3 days, just like that, and then I'll give it a good watering, good flush, and some calcium, magnesium, Not really fertilizer straight out the gate, but a little calcium and magnesium to fortify it. Okay. All right. There we are. Cattleya jenmanii is the tag. Repotted back into semi-hydro with some room now in the pot for the new growths. And there you go. Yeah, I'll take this down for a second. Hello, puppy. Hi. Doing good. Chewing, eating for a change. And just quick peek. Change the setup a little bit. That's all you're gonna get for that. Although, look at this one. This is my, this I got like 2 years ago. Miltonia. It's a species. Phymatochyla. Had it for 2 years, really, just, grown some new leaves, but just put out this massive flower spike. Look at it, it's still growing. Let's see, right here. Look at that thing. Huge, I can't wait. The blooms are beautiful. So I can't wait to see what this looks like in bloom. My, which one is this? The Prostechia prismatocarpa is blooming for the first time. I got a little flower spike, where is it? Right there. See a little one right there? Right there. That coming out. And also my Cattleya jewel box Scheherazade, which has never bloomed for me. I've had it for like 4 years. Right there. You got 2 little buds in there. Right there, peeking out. That and I think something else. Let's see here. Oh, I got the my Psychopsis papilio. It's got a second bloom opening. That one's already like been open for a few days. Second one, and there's the third one right here is coming out. Anything else in bloom or spike or? I think for right now, that's it. Yeah, they definitely thinned out my collection. Although the ones that were really not doing well out, gave them away and stuff, and some dendrobiums out there that have been outside for years. They're the ones that just left out there. They're noblees, and they're starting to bloom now. They're just outside full year round. I don't even water them once in a while. They get the rainwater. They get just pretty much all the elements. And my bougainvillea out there, the yellow one, just bloom and bloom. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. See, everyone claps at 8 o'clock. Isn't that nice solidarity? Part one. Okay, well, I'm gonna join in with the clapping, so I'm gonna get going. I look like hell right now, but this is a sneak peek. Hey! All right, so hopefully this will be the first of some more videos to come. And oh my God, I wasn't planning on going on camera, but whatever. All right, take care, everybody. Hope all is well. Everyone's safe, keep healthy, and stay strong. This will be over soon, one day at a time. We'll get through this. And take care. Happy growing, everybody. Bye.